If you're confused after having babies and you've been left with diastasis recti and you're not sure how to repair your core and you've kind of been left by yourself to figure things out, then this video is for you. Today we're going to go through diastasis recti repair exercise and how to build a strong core that works effectively as it should and come back stronger postnatally. If you're not sure if you've got diastasis recti or not, check out my other video. Links in the description to this video with a self-test, and I describe exactly how to see if you've got diastasis recti. Now, if you've got 3 fingers or less of a gap, this video is for you, then you can repair. If you've got 4 fingers or more, then you may need surgery and go and speak to a physiotherapist through self-referral. Diastasis recti causes all kinds of problems. So as we know by now, it's a normal separation of the abdominal walls so the baby can grow, but sometimes it doesn't go back unless you do your own kind of physio. So we're going to start in a semi-supine position. I recommend you take your top off so you can get to know again how your core feels when it's relaxed, when it's tense, and you're retraining your core to work properly again. Now, you may have never had core issues. I certainly didn't. I thought I had a strong core. I thought I was training it properly. I thought I was engaging all muscles properly. Turns out, even in my 20s before children, I wasn't. So the more you can understand about your core, the better. So we're just going to lift the head off the ground. As you do this, you should feel your core muscles engaged. If you've had a C-section, you might be a little bit numb, and a side note to those people, you can reduce numbness and rebuild the connections in the core through core work, but this is about getting to know how your core should engage. So lift your head off the ground, push your back into the ground with your stomach, and have a feel how your core feels. You should have a little bit of tension. It might be quite squishy if you are quite newly postnatal. There should be a little bit of tension there all the way up. Now, as you're breathing normally, your rib cage should stay tucked in. So you're not flaring your ribs out, tuck them in. It's like you're coughing or someone's punching you as hard as you can and you're bracing so you don't feel it. So this in itself may give you a little bit of a burn. Now, diastasis recti is usually around the belly button area. That's why we want to hold the tension. So it's not just about pushing the back into the ground with the core, it's also about bracing the core and pushing them out. So you should have a look down and you shouldn't get any doming. So doming is when the core muscles come up. Now, whenever you do core exercises, you might have heard avoid crunches, avoid plank. It puts too much pressure on the rectus abdominis area and creates doming and exacerbates the symptoms and condition. Those core exercises aren't for you just yet. Doesn't mean you'll never be able to do them. I was unable to do things like V-ups because of that, but now I can, and dead bugs I really struggled with. On a side note as well, if you get any hip clicks when doing things like a dead bug, it's a core breakdown. So you need to figure out how to brace the core. So a lot of us have overactive core muscles, like the rectus abdominis. The 6-pack might be under firing, and the obliques might be overcompensating that. So these are the sides of your muscles, your internal external obliques. And usually the TVA, the deepest core muscle, you need to prioritise working that more than any other at the start. So that kind of work, you're lifting your head off the ground, and it might literally just be this. You're leading with your chest, not your neck. And you've got the core engagement, and you make a noise. And if you are engaging the TVA properly, you should feel the pull sensation and the engagement in your back area here as well, because the TVA wraps around. It's the deepest muscle. It acts like a corset for your core. So this is the first exercise I recommend. And also when you're getting up and down, if you've got quite severe diastasis recti, make sure you're not using your core to get up and down. Again, it can exacerbate the condition and make it worse. So we're retraining the core, so lifting your chest and then your head up, breathing out, rib cage stays tucked in, and then continue normal breath as you're holding. And if you want to engage more of your lower core, you can't really feel it, you can bring one knee up at a time as you're doing this. You can also bring both knees up. And if your neck, you do need a strong neck for a strong core, but if it's too much too soon, because you can get neck DOMs, aches after exercising these, you can literally just hold this and you can have a look down and make sure your belly isn't getting pushed out. You should be flat as you can, pushing your core into the ground. You can literally hold this. You can bring in little pulses. You can bring in and outs with the knees. And if you're not sure if the TVA is engaged, make that noise. It's a really good way to engage the TVA. If you've got any questions on this video, comment below, and I hope this helps someone, and share with anyone that might need to see this. If you want more support, check the links out in my bio. Loads of content for you and loads of help if you need it. Like and subscribe.